Hello, now what I want to do is show you how to make one of these Trangia stoves here. This is a smaller one made out of one of these smaller monster cans. And this is a big one made out of one of the bigger monster cans. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need a razor knife. You're going to need a Sharpie. I like to use red. Scissors. Some needle nose pliers, a drill, and a clipboard. Now what you do is what I do is I use this as I use the envelope to go around here because it's a perfect rectangle, and if I get it just right I can hold it like that, and that's a perfect line around there if you get it lined up properly on both sides. And then you can use that and make a line, and then you can just turn the cup around on either side or whatever, and you can do the same thing over there and cut that wherever, however wide you want to make it. Now once you do that, let's say that was the line, I want to go ahead and cut a slit right here at this type of an angle, and then all that's for is just to go ahead and get the scissors in there. And then I get the scissors in there, and I don't cut on that line, I cut away from it all the way around. And then I got that piece off, and then I take that into, like, because it's dark, I usually take that into like the bathroom or somewhere it's lit up, and then I cut that line straight, Then after that I cut across, and if the other line's right there, I do the same thing, and then I cut that to make the lines two perfectly straight. Then once you got that, you go ahead and push the two together. Now you want to use the drill and drill these holes right here. And how I do it, instead of marking, I just drill one right here. I go exactly opposite and drill one right there. Then I go across here and drill one there, and I go exactly the opposite, and I just keep doing that. If there was two holes right here, I just drill the one in the middle, drill one in the middle, I just keep going around in the middle until I finally come up with this deal instead of trying to make a line and measure them and all that stuff. Anyways, once you get to this point right here, you're gonna need to make two inner walls. One wall is going to go on this part, and the other wall is going to go from here to here, and the other wall is going to go from there to the top of this little bump there. So what you do is you take that apart and you get your little piece and you get it and you fit it down in there like so, because it's going to fit down in there. Wait a minute, it's going to go from here to here. So what you do is you just use this little thing here, and you're going to make it it's going to go from the bottom there to like right here, so you make a mark. And remember, it's going to go inside there, so you don't want it to be the same length. And then once you got that, you have your piece right here that you have cut. You get it here, and you put it on your clipboard, and you transfer that measurement to the beginning. Come to the top right there and mark it, then you go across, and you mark it. And then once you mark it on both ends, you can use that, and you can mark the whole thing. And then there's your line there, and then you use your scissors and you cut that. Okay, once you got that, once you got it, you got your thing apart here. You put it down in there to where it fits on that bottom, to where it fits pretty good and snug on the bottom there. You pull it out. Once you pull it out, you hold it together where don't let it move around. Then you're gonna cut. You're gonna make a little cut here, make a little cut there like an indentation. Then you're going to pull it apart, and you're going to make your little slit going in this way and one on the other side, the opposite going that way, so you can slide it together. And then once you got it done like that, when it sits on the bottom, you want the alcohol to move over to you want it to move around inside here. So you want to cut, what I do is if it was right there, I just make two, like a cut here and a cut there, and then I just fold that up. And I fold that piece up like that. You see that? This, if it's sitting down in there, the alcohol will go down in, will slide down through there. Okay, so that's that one side. Once you got that down and that's done, you put it back together and you push it down together like that. Once you got it down together like that again, what you're going to do is you're going to get this other little piece, because that's the bottom. There's the bottom right there. What you're going to do is get another goes up like that. You want it to be exact rectangle. So then you get it, and you just fold it in like this, just roll it over each other, and just set it down in there. When you set it down in there, that's what you're going to want to cut off, is that excess. So then again, you're just going to use your envelope. I've already marked on the other side so many times, but anyways, you're going to want to go ahead and and just mark from like right there to like right there. Okay, then you're going to take that out again. You're going to take that out again, take that piece out again, then you're going to take it down here, and you're going to transfer that little measurement that you made. And then you're going to mark it, and then you're going to slide it down. You're going to mark it again, and then you're going to slide it over. You're going to put it on both ends. You're going to mark it like so. So there's your line. And then you're just going to cut away that excess. Once you cut away that excess, you're going to take this apart. You're going to put this other part down in here. If this was the bottom, you're going to let it sit there like so. And then you're going to have this one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get this piece, and you're going to do the same thing as you did on that one. You're going to stick it down in there to where it rides in there on that lip or whatever. And then you're going to hold it. You're going to pull it out and you're going to hold it. And what I do, instead of making the slit things, is I go ahead, like if it was a big can that would go all the way around, it actually works better if you get a normal size pop can or even a bigger one that it can wrap around like 3 plies of this. Like say, you know what I mean, if it went all the way around again and again and again and again like that, that would work better. And then all you'd have to do is cut, you know, up 2 little pieces like that and then fold that piece up. And then do on the other side and fold it up. And that would make, when you pour alcohol in here, it will drain down into the second lip, and that would drain down also. So then what you do is you get it and you set it in there to where it needs to go. And then you get the 2 pieces, and then you don't want this one to fall out, so that's whenever you barely make sure that one goes in, you put it in there. You push it down. And that's how you make this. And then if you want to go ahead and take that coloring off, then you go ahead and get you Brillo. And you can just sit there and just take all this off, and this all comes off pretty good. And whenever you get down to this point right here, and the 2 won't fit together like so, that's what the needle nose pliers are for, is you get like this and you just get a little piece and you crimp it, and you just keep on going down like that. And you crimp, 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 and you work your way all the way around. See how that does like that? And you go all the way around, and that makes the 2 slide together. So that's how you do it. And you can also use like some kind of glue or something, some kind of metal glue. I actually did. It's in that tin. I didn't get it out. And I just kind of went around this other top piece, and then I just slid it down here, and this one's glued together. But these things work really well, and that's how you make one. So depending on how high you want to make it, the higher you make it, the longer it's going to take for the fuel to turn into gas to come out of these holes. So bear that in mind. The shorter, the smaller it is, the faster it'll light. And I don't know how much time we got on here. Well, that's already 8 minutes. I think that's good enough. But anyway, that's how you make the little Trangia stove. And these things are really awesome. These are the other ones that I had made. This is the top of a beer can. This is a bottom of a Coke can. And then I made just lids for them. And the reason why was because whenever you have them in like this, it burns the alcohol, and here's burning in here too. Now that'll create a taller flame, but fuel lasts longer if you're able to cap it off like this. And it works pretty cool like that. But anyway, that's the deal, people. Thanks for watching. And I'll get back to you on some more burn tests.